welcome to our third annual Venture Shift event. This is actually the fourth time we did it. We did it once in New York, but this is the third time. We did the first one 2 years ago, and it's been amazing how much the venture ecosystem's changed in those 2 years. The pace of change in the business has been tremendous, and we've got a hell of a group of people together to talk about that and what it means for you, the entrepreneurs, as you're starting your business. Bambi?
Yeah, well, one thing that's changed is that we started an hour earlier, so thank you for everybody who has made it here
But the liquor was still at 2.
No, but hey, that's what makes it a great event. Somebody
Right.
just said earlier that you got to love an event that's serving booze at 2 o'clock
Right.
or at 3 o'clock. And it's going to be flowing all night and into the after party, so hopefully you guys will make it at around 9 o'clock downstairs. On a programming note, we have done away with brochures, as you've probably noticed, and we have a mobile app. And so it's Event Live, so an Android or iPhone app, download Event Live, look for Venture Shift. On that app, you can find the agenda, you can find all the speakers, you can find their bios, you can find their Twitter handles, their LinkedIn profiles, Vator profiles, and the agenda, most importantly. And you can post updates from there. I think we've already had 150 people download that app already, so it's going to be quite active there.
And the guys behind the app are here, you can get the demo from them.
Yeah, and Event Live guys are here, and they can tell you how to navigate that app.
Great. Well, as I said, welcome to the third event. I know most of you have probably seen the agenda online. We've got a really good list of people coming. We do have one programming note. Unfortunately, Keith Raboy last night called up and said he was going to have to be out of town. But fear not, Ben Ling, the newest partner at Khosla Ventures, is going to take his spot instead. So we're going to do a one-on-one chat with the newest partner at Khosla. I was able to recycle about half my questions because a lot are about, Khosla's secret strategy. We're going to see what we can get them to say. So we're looking forward to having Ben. That'll be our fireside chat about 7:45, a little later in the afternoon.
Okay.
Just wanted to let you know that.
Yeah, and to kick it off, of course, we have our Series A Crunch panel. This is something that we actually anticipated a couple years ago. Yep. That's why we decided to hold this event. And about 2 years ago, we actually had Mark Schuster on, and he essentially predicted that we would see a Series A crunch right around this time. So he was pretty spot on. And I have to say kudos to BullPen because I think they saw this as well. And they emerged to basically fill the void, this Series A crunch. It's interesting, I talked to a lot of the demo tables too, and they all have found their seed rounds, but they're looking for a Series A. So I'm curious, how many people here think we're in a Series A crunch? Don't be shy.
Wow, not too many.
You, okay, so meaning 80% actually don't believe we're in a Series A crunch, around that.
Wow.
Okay. All right, well, the panel's off. You guys are off the hook. We'll have to change the topic. No, so we're going to have the panel anyway. They're going to talk about whether, whether it's coming, whether this is a new normal for you who think that we are in a Series A crunch, or whether or not it's going to end. So that's our first panel.
That's right. And real quick, I'll just comment. We have basically four speeches that we call them floating points, or we call them keynotes. I just want to kind of run you through the logic behind them real quick before we start this first panel, because we try to get some really different perspectives. So we're going to have Ben, as I said, in a one-on-one fireside type chat here, even though there's no fire. Maybe we'll burn something. We're going to have that format, find out a little bit about what a big new innovative fund like Khosla is doing. We've got Quint Slattery here, who is really interesting guy. He runs a public market hedge fund in tech. We're going to get his perspective on what the late part of the market looks like. Duncan Davidson, my partner at BullPen, is going to give you a view of what he says the early stage ecosystem looks like. And then Mike Maples is going to come in here and give a keynote on how to build a really big company using his Thunder Lizard methodology. So those are the four big talks we've got interspersed between the panel. There'll be plenty of time for breaks and getting some more to drink. So with that, I think we're on to the first panel.
I think we're on to the first panel, but I do want to just one shout out to KPMG. They're our sponsor. They've been with us for a long time. They're always supporting entrepreneurship. They do a great job. And so thank you, KPMG. Ackrell Capital, Mike Ackrell, where are you? Mike actually is part owner in this wonderful venue, and that's why we hold a lot of our events here. And Bread and Butter, they are our wine sponsor. So all of you speakers, please be sure when you leave the stage, you all get a bottle of wine. We call this, oh, actually, this isn't Splash, but anyway, it's a Vator event, so we give away, we like wine, so we give it away. So yes, with that, where's Mike McCormick? Because we're going to start. Mike, okay.
Very good.
We're
Welcome.
off to